All right, everybody, this is Gary. Gary has some shoulder issues. You have what, a roofing certification company? Is that what it was for
I had a roofing contracting company.
For what, 30, 40 years?
40 years.
40 years. So you're constantly overhead ladders off and off the truck.
I was carrying ladders up. Yeah, I was carrying ladders, taking them off trucks. I didn't do a lot of physical labor, but I was carrying a lot of ladders.
And
taking it on and off my truck 5 to 10 times a day.
Gotcha. Last week he had his first Shockwave, but the reason we did Shockwave on his shoulders because you couldn't get your arms above your shoulders, right? They were pretty limited.
Yes, it was about here.
Right. And what was your pain level? It was like 8, right?
Well, it was like 8.
Right.
If I went up any higher, yeah, it would be.
So we just did the right shoulder, and then afterwards you had considerable range of motion, and then your pain, I think in the video you said just under a 4 or something like that.
You mean after
the Shockwave, your pain?
Yeah, it was at and the right shoulder. It was at the most. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then you went all week long. How was it after the Shockwave? What were your symptoms? Did you have better range of motion? Did you sleep better? All that kind of stuff.
Well, I never sleep good.
Okay.
Because I'm old.
Okay.
But and I have a bad prostate. Never mind. The feeling and the range of motion was a lot better. You know, it stiffened up a little bit if I did a little too much physical work, but overall, I think it was a very big improvement.
And your pain stayed at that 3-4 level?
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did. It got a little bit, like I said, when I worked in my daughter's garden, a little bit, it was more, you know, physical stuff. It was a little sore, but nothing like it had been before.
Okay, so show us where your range of motion was last week before we did the Shockwave in this arm. They were like that, right?
It's like that, yes.
What is it now?
Well, I can go all the way up there.
And the pain is?
It's not pain, it's just when I get to the top, there's some discomfort.
Like a bunching or?
Yeah, kind of like a tightening up right there.
But no pain?
No, not sharp pain or anything, it's just like a tightening.
Okay.
And that could be because I'm at the end, I mean.
Yeah. And then earlier you were doing the arm behind you was bugging you in the front.
This was hurting me today when I got in here. I was showing you.
And what was the pain still?
That pain was about 6 or so, 7, you know, because I could only go to here and then it would grab, but now there's no pain. Maybe when I get here, the muscles again just kind of tighten, and that could be lack of use from my muscles.
But no pain?
No grabbing pain, no, not at all.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we got 4 more of these. Hopefully each week you come in, it'll get better when we get to where I want to, and then, you know, we gotta figure out what to do with the left arm, or you're gonna walk around. I have a patient who did her hip today, and she moved it, and she's like, it doesn't hurt now. But her other leg hurt when she moved, and I'm like, you have to walk out of here, like, I forget, Quasimodo or something.
Yes, but maybe like Chester or something.
Right.
Leaning to one side. You know, you say that, and I was at a memorial service the other day, and the lady in the pew in front of me stood up, and her hips were like this. I thought of you.
Great.
I said, you know, doctor, I can fix that. You know, that little hip thing you got going on.
Right. Awesome. All right, Gary. Well, thanks for that. I'm glad you're feeling better, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, sir.